Good afternoon. It's November 15th, 2022, and today we're really just looking at a range day. You can see this midline here. We actually had a gap over the midline right here, and yeah, hit the lows and it bounced right away. And it's going to look like a bearish bar because the opening price is up here and we closed down here, but really just a range day. So let's take a look. Um, I think this was 5:30 right here. And actually, I think, oh no, okay, it wasn't a failure. So I don't think, yeah, you couldn't have taken any of this. And then we had a news item. It pops up here, and there's just no way to get in on this, unfortunately. And in the short term, you could have been playing this pink channel down. You can see midline looks pretty accurate, but in the end, I think we had this larger, flatter channel right here. Um, and it did look like a range with the midline being the opening price. But again, in the end, I think this is the channel most people were probably playing. So anyway, all right. So anyway, so prices are really just chopping. Actually, this looks like this failure right here looks kind of tempting, but this is looking like a range right here at this point. So I'd probably be a little hesitant to take that, especially you see all these dojis right here. That's tough. I don't think I would take that, especially with that being an inside bar. But the opening comes about, and you get this first failed second entry short. You might take that actually. This one, that's pretty tempting because with this move up, I would think that prices would probably try to test that high. Um, Probably be looking at like a channel. And with this channel, we get a break in and move to a new low. So this looks pretty tempting to me. But then we're just chopping back and forth. You can see we make this double top. First entry failed, second entry long, but I mean, really, I would be playing this like a range at this point, and so that's not really a great idea to be taking that because you're not too sure what's happening. Um, this one, I think it's not off the EMA, but this looks like a failure to me, um, and it looks like a breakout pullback. So you might take that one. It's all aggressive because this looks like a range, and first time breakouts typically fail. We come down here, we form this range, and then you get a breakout pullback right here, but we're not too sure where prices are going at this point. That's pretty tempting though. If this is the bottom of the range, and we get a smaller range right here and a breakout pullback, that's something worth considering. Come up here, and yeah, prices are just going back and forth. I don't think you want to take this second entry short because it's just these are inside this bar. It's looking congested. Eventually it works out, but I don't know. I like this higher low back to the EMA when prices have been chopping around. I like this a lot. I marked it blue, but I don't think I can really mark it blue because it's not like a second entry or anything, and it's technically counter trend. Come up here, and we find resistance, and now we have confirmation of this trend channel, and prices come down, and you get this second entry that fails. This is just congestive. Look at all these dojis. So this just looks like a range to me, but then the floor falls out, and again, you don't have a way to enter this. Come down here, we bounce. First entry, failed second entry. Shoot, I mean, if you went on the engulfing bar, I think that's blue, because that looks like a reversal. But with this, how big this bar is, I don't think you would want to take that. Probably would have gotten you a scalp anyway. 75. Yeah, it would have gotten you 4 ticks. I don't think it would have gotten you the 8 ticks. And this is just very range-like. This looks pretty good. Double bottom, first entry, second entry. But this ticks higher. I think you actually... I'll mark this green because it's a new high, but that's very tempting. And then you get a failure, and that gets you a scalp. But then it just hits all those people before going lower. So that's the behavior of this market. First entry, failed second entry. I like this because now we have evidence that we're going lower. So I like this failure just for like 4 ticks. I don't think I would go for 8 there. Then we come down here and we get a second entry short, but the signal bar is not great. It's more of a doji. And then we come in here and the floor falls out. Technically this is a failure, but it's so far from the EMA. And we kind of get this spike and channel down. And this kind of looks like a second entry short to me. Double bottom, first entry, second entry. If you don't take that, we come down here and you get this first entry, failed second entry long, very bearish bar. Enough room down to here to scalp out. But that is a break, and you get 2 legs down to a new low before it reverses. So you might take this one. Very bullish bar, higher low, room back to the EMA. Those are the ones you want to take on days like this. Even this one right here, I'd probably be considering it, but we don't have a new high from this channel. So we get that new high, and we come down here, and then it looks like maybe we have a channel here working up. And this is a second entry long, but it doesn't take higher. You might consider it, but I don't know. Come down here, we get this break. I think I marked this because it's a second entry, but it's below the EMA, and it looks like we didn't get a new low. This looks like it might be a move down to be, yeah, this looks like a move down. We didn't get a new low from here. So not an easy trade, not an easy decision. It looks congestive too. Just stay out of that. We get a break of this move up, move to a new high, first entry, second entry, but it looks like we could be reversing and going lower because we got the break of this larger channel and a move to a new high on that. So first entry, failed second entry, but it looks like you're going into the top of that channel. And then we're just in a range. And I don't think you want to take any of this. This kind of looks like a second entry short, but it looks like we're moving higher. This kind of looks like a second entry short, but we just bounced off the midline and what was the previous resistance. So just nothing I really like here. So that's how I saw it today. I hope everyone had a great day, and I'll be back tomorrow.